Are on mute. This is Julie, and I'm sharing my screen to show. I just showed Pamela how to do a Jing. Here's Pam. How to do a screencast, and if you want to share a link instantly, you just do this. You use this one. Share on screencast, and it just takes a few minutes for an image to upload, and it's automatically on your clipboard, and then you paste it here. So we ended up showing that anyway. Boom, there it is, and I'll bring my browser over, and unless I copy and paste something before pasting it, it's actually on my, oh, it's being slow to load. Well, trust me, it's there. Anyway, it's on the clipboard there. That's it. That's the link. And it's just on your clipboard. Or you can say view this little guy here, view on screencast, and it will open in your browser, and if you lost the link, it's here in your browser. You can recopy it and send it to somebody if you lose the link. But it automatically puts it on your, oh, here we go. It automatically puts it on your clipboard when you share via screencast. So you just grab the area, click the capture image, do these three little arrows, share via screencast, and boom. I'll just cancel this one because I just did it. There it is. It's on your clipboard, and if you click that view on screencast, then it's in your browser. And I find that useful sometimes because sometimes I'm waiting for it and I'm copying and pasting like crazy, sending people things, usually on Skype. And so then it's easy because then I can just recollect it from here. But it automatically puts it on your clipboard. Okay, hi Sandy. Let's see if yours loaded. This has been sitting here a while.
No, hi Julie. Hi Julie.
There you are.
Multitasking. I've got so many people. So I've been in and out,
no,
you know. No problem.
I can't quite find. Oh, there we go. Add. I think it's just too big. There we go. So I'm going to add you to my Skype circles, and that's it. You're in my Skype circles. So we're connected. And when I do a hangout, I'll invite my Skype circles, because usually what I'm doing is Skype related. Pretty much 99% of the time, I would say 100% so far of using Hangouts, I'm doing Skype training. So Sandy asked a question about Message Magic, and can I just show our chat just to make it quick? Sandy, is that okay with you?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. It was that Message Magic is no longer available because of Microsoft.
Sandy Gray, there you are. You are not at all gray. You are very colorful.
That's right. People tell me that. Lovely. Grey by that colourful by nature. How did you know that? You're awesome.
So Sandy added me as a contact, and she successfully added me just as a contact. And I have my SkySponder set up to add people to a list that I created specifically for new people adding me, so that I can follow up. I can automate my follow-up with little messages to keep in touch and say, okay, so where did you find me? What did you search? What video was it that you found in Google? What room did you find me in? And how, most importantly, how can I help you? What are you interested in adding me for? So I can automate all that follow-up instead of having to go through all these 100 or 200, or I've had as much as 500 contact requests waiting for me before. So I can automate that, and so that's how you got started, by the way, with me, Sandy. So you are in one list, and that's why it says manage your subscription. So you can unsubscribe from that if you want, or you could experience how it works. And we are still friends, even if you unsubscribe from any of these manage your subscription links. You will still be friends. And in fact, this link will take you, if it loads fast enough. Oh, that was not bad. How come this is still here? I thought I changed that. that's odd. Who's calling? Anyway, you can see your available subscriptions here and see all the other things of mine that you might be interested in subscribing to. Or you can manage your subscriptions and you can click this and you can unsubscribe. If you click this, it would just take you here. You could unsubscribe. But if you were interested in Skype tips, or you asked a Message Magic question, so I would recommend my Ninja room. Actually, let me scroll down. There is one that, where did it go? Skype rooms and topics when I add more. There it is. How to get other Skype tools for free. Sniper, including Message Magic. So I'm not going to subscribe you, I don't think, by clicking this. Yes. So you would have to click subscribe. This is your dashboard for my link, for my, I don't have a good, let's see if I can find your link here. This is for you. Where is it? Well, I'm not going to bother showing that. But anyways, this one will teach you about a lot of different Skype tools that I teach about. Some are free and some are not, and some are going to stop working and some are going to keep working, and some will work anyway, even despite the changes that Microsoft is doing with Skype. So that might be a good one to check. And the reason why I sent you my article, which is over here somewhere, oh my God, I have so many tabs open. The reason why I sent you to my Skype article about Google Hangout is because, where is it hiding? There it is. The reason why I sent you to my Google Plus profile how-to video and Skype room is because you might be interested in joining my Google Hangout Skype room to ask, whenever you ask me a Skype question, at least for now, I'm actually giving away my coaching for free. But before you join this room, I want you to make sure you have your Google Plus link, which you did. I saw you even got one of those custom ones that Google just invited us all to get, so that's great. Yeah. So when you join this room, there's a bonus. Yes, it's a room where I announce where I do Hangouts for my Skype trainings to answer Skype questions. But there's an additional bonus. If you use your G Plus link, you actually will get greeted by everyone in the room. Get your G Plus link, networking tips. No, let's see, where is it? Join Google. Get invites on Skype and G Plus to get invites there also. Anyway, where's the bonus? Pam, you can describe it probably, although we hear a bunch of echoes. Basically, in the welcome message, I guess I can go back to my Skype and show you. In the welcome message, everyone greets you, and your G Plus link is in there. So if you use a correct G Plus link, let's see, when Cynthia joined recently, right? So it says, you subscribe yourself, you click a confirm link that you're interested in joining the Skype room, and in this case, the welcome message says, everyone, please welcome your name, and this person didn't use their profile, the correct profile. That's why I send people to get their profile at my article first here at skypechat.net. So that's what I wanted to explain to you. If you wanted to be invited to more free Skype trainings and to network for free, because everyone gets your link and starts circling you. Let's go back further. And adding you on Skype so we can do more Google Plus networking as well. Let's see. Let's find a dark. Let's see. Where did it go? I'll just have to scroll slowly. Okay, Hari Bhaskar added his Google link. It was an old kind of link, or the long kind. Is everyone please join so-and-so. Hari Bhaskar, please enjoy the hidden Skype room guidelines, etc. This is the welcome message, so when you join the room, you see it in your recent tab. If you join a Skype room from another link, so these are the kind of things that are different about SkySpawner than Message Magic. But I'm going to answer your questions right now, Sandy. But you can see that people start adding you. Where's Dave? Dave and Pam were real busy adding everybody that came into the room. And now I'm not finding him doing that so much. Anyway, Control D. Anyway, so everyone greets you with your link. Okay, now what's happening with Message Magic? That's really the question. What's happening with Message Magic now that Skype is going to take away the desktop API? Let's go find that question. Now I have to Okay, so your question to me is, hi Julie, we heard that Message Magic will not work as it did before in depth because Microsoft is stopping all third-party applications work as of December, that's next month, 2013. And you asked, is that correct? And thank you for thanking me in advance, Sandy. And that's a big more is that Message Magic has many features. Some work with the desktop API, which will not be supported. I have to unmute myself, I see. Okay, we got a little disconnect there. Okay, so to finish answering that question, there's a lot. I mean, there's almost no other tool that has. Can you guys mute yourself for just a second? And then Sandy, please feel free to respond. There's almost no other tool with this many features. Am I still here? Can you guys still hear me? There, Sandy muted me. Oh, good, thanks. There's so many features of Message Magic, and they've just added about 4 or 5, or I don't know, maybe 6 of them. So some of these things work with the desktop API. It connects via tools, options, advanced, manage other programs, access. All of these tools or features of this tool that show up in the manage API access control will not work with the current version of Skype. Of course, with Message Magic, a lot of the features, not all of them, but a lot of the features that people want to use, like building a database of millions of Skype user profiles. Pam is over 1 million. Pam, are you at 2 million yet? Ward is at over 10 million Skype users in a database of their profiles so that you can keyword search and target words in people's profiles. You can build that now with the desktop API only with old Skype version 3.8. You will be able to access the Skype API even after the API breaks. So that's why some people, a handful of people, are heatedly going through my Message Magic 10-day challenge at CUonskype.com to build the database. So building the database, sending a mass message, and adding people in mass should only be done with old Skype version 3.8, which is a headache to use, and we have another solution for, I just found out, for Windows 8. I didn't even get a chance to tell you that, Pam. We have a totally another version, old version of Skype that's not 3.8 that works with Windows operating system 8. Anyway, so there's a lot of different features of Message Magic. Some will stop working with the API. As long as an older version works, it will continue to work. Personally, I'd rather use Message Magic to encourage people to opt in to my list, to subscribe to my Skype list and my Skype rooms managed by SkySponder, because SkySponder will not be affected by the desktop API. It does not use the desktop API. When Skype removes that, SkySponder is safe. It will still work. So I suggest you use both. Some people want to know, oh, I have Message Magic, I don't need SkySponder. Oh, I have SkySponder, I don't need, you know, Message Magic. Or I have this Skype tool, so I don't need whatever. And I recommend you have Message Magic and you use also SkySponder to build your list so that you can automate your follow-ups, so that you can just do a lot of things that no other tool can do. So a lot of people ask me, what's the difference between Message Magic and SkySponder? Is there any similarities? No, there's no similarities. I mean, you could say you could send a broadcast to many people at once with both, but it's so different. What you can do with Message Magic, you cannot do with SkySponder, and what you can do with SkySponder, you cannot do with Message Magic. But let me get back to your questions. Some of the new features, like I said here, this is not a short answer, so I'm going to try to keep it short. But some of the new features of Message Magic are sending a broadcast message to your LinkedIn contacts with no 50-person limit, you know, and searching for Skype IDs and emails on YouTube. That is, neither of those are connected in any way to the Skype Desktop API. Those will keep working. If you're building a huge database of millions of Skype users and their profiles for more targeted keyword searching in their profiles, you'll be able to build that now with Message Magic, but you'll be able to access it without needing the Skype Desktop API. I did some tests week before last. I had Skype completely turned off. I pulled up the profiles in Message Magic, filtered for a certain word in their profiles, and I could bring them all up, put them in a spreadsheet, see their usernames, see their profiles, see their about message, their text message, their websites, and see what they were about, and if I wanted them as a contact. I could access those people. Sending a voicemail broadcast message requires Skype 3.8, so that will work with an old version of Skype for a while, and that is incredibly powerful. You know how all these people do not use permission methods like I teach? Build permission targeted lists with Skype, and now that's so much easier with SkySponder. These are your Skype lists. If you've been using Message Magic for building Skype lists, you have Skype lists in here. This says categories. You probably can't see that because it's so small. In current version, they changed it to what I've been calling it for years, Skype lists. So you can still broadcast a message to a targeted Skype list, a permission-based Skype list, a responsive Skype list in your Skype using Message Magic. As long as we can use old versions of Skype, which is what I teach in the 10-day challenge, and at seeyouonskype.com, I also provide old versions of Skype. I don't recommend people use just an old version. I recommend you have as many versions as you need, and each version has its own benefits. Here's my 6.0 for Skype room management. Everything above that, you can't manage your Skype rooms. You can't moderate your Skype rooms. Here's my favorite 5.3, where I can group select many Skype rooms at once and mark them as read or mark them as unread or hide them. And here's my Skype 3.8. In some of my images and my videos and my blog posts, you're going to see lots more versions. You can open up any of these versions in any Skype account you want. So that's part of what I teach is Skype versions. So there's just a lot of things you can do. You want to use Pamela for rich mood text, like I have in my mood, the eye-catching, colorful, sometimes flashy words next to your Skype picture. Don't flash too much, it'll hurt people's eyes. You will detract them rather than attracting them. I use Message Magic, and I use SkySponder. I use a lot of Skype tools. This is not related to the desktop API. This one is. On their blog post, Pamela, with their auto reply, their call recordings, they tell you to use an older version of Skype, not 6.8. They give you a download, sorry, not 6.9. So how many ways can you use Message Magic? Do you want to send a broadcast message? Do you want to build a huge database and find people on Skype building their profiles for keywords? Like several of my students are doing in the Message Magic 10-Day Challenge, they're building a huge database of Skype profiles. Do you want to send voicemail broadcasts using Skype 3.8? You need to learn how to run 3.8 in your operating system with probably a prospecting Skype account. So how to do that is covered. Do you want to search for Skype IDs and emails on YouTube? Do you want to send broadcast messages to your LinkedIn contacts without being limited to 50? Do you want to do you want to send a broadcast into Skype rooms that are not managed by SkySponder, yours or other people's Skype rooms? Careful, don't spam. Don't break people's Skype room. But you can send a broadcast message with Message Magic into many Skype rooms at once. It's amazing. I sent a Have a Happy Weekend last Friday into all of these Skype rooms, and some people were like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen that Skype room forever." Well, what are we using it for? Should we use this Skype room? Should we wake it up and see what we all want to use it as a community? So that's a great feature. Or just send to your own Skype rooms, or send to just select group of Skype rooms. With SkySponder, people subscribe. Okay, so you'll be able to send a broadcast to people who subscribe, and they will be. What I like to teach people is how to be the hunted, and not to use permission methods, to ask. So it was a lot harder to teach people to build these Skype lists in their Skype and to use Message Magic to send broadcasts. In Skype, I usually have hundreds of contact requests. This is now a little bit more under control. I don't have 200 or 500 or 600 like I used to, because SkySponder automatically adds people to a list where I get to ask them what they're interested in. Why are they adding me? What were they looking for? How can I help them? So being able to automate that follow-up is just amazing. Any rooms that you have, you can import into SkySponder, or if you would like a Skype room, the best way to create it now, because it's very difficult to moderate your Skype rooms the way Skype is changing. You can't kick, you can't ban, you can't edit or remove members' messages. The best way to start is to start with SkySponder and to contact me, because there's a few things I want to teach you about. Message Magic is very complicated to use. It's a huge learning curve. Well, I don't think it's a huge, the owner doesn't think it's a huge learning curve. We love it. We know what its power is, and we have learned it and use it. SkySponder is a lot easier. There is still a learning curve. I need both. I need this one, 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 and there's other ones. Like I showed, there's Sniper that will not be affected by the desktop API. SkySponder will not be affected by the desktop API for broadcasts. Okay, Message Magic, if you use an older version, as long as that's possible, we don't know what Microsoft's going to do if older versions will work. To send a broadcast, you can still use Message Magic. I would be using Message Magic a lot for all of the ways you can use it, like building a huge database and sending broadcasts and building relationships with all of your contacts and inviting them to your Skype rooms and your Skype lists, inviting them to subscribe, to opt in, to double opt in and confirm, so that you can automate your follow-up with SkySponder. So I hope that answers your question. I tried to answer it as fast as I could. How did I do? Did that answer your question, Sandy?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, can you hear me okay? Yeah, you did. Yeah, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, no, a lot of what you said, because I read a lot of your information anyway. And I did know, because I spoke to Gareth or Grant. Is it Gareth that owns Message Magic? I spoke to him on Skype.
That's Grant.
And Grant, that's it. And I realised that different versions.
When I
version.
came back, you guys weren't seeing what I was showing you. Oh, darn. These are different Skype versions. I recommend you don't have just 3.8 or just current Skype. I recommend you have all of the ones that you want protected from safe backups.
Yeah,
So this
I
is the
realise
image you
that.
missed of me showing
Yeah,
different Skype
I
versions.
can't see your screen. I can see
And
you, but I can't see it on the full screen. I've just seen Pam on the screen.
you can't see me on full screen?
No, I've just been seeing
Yeah.
Pam all the time in the circle.
So
But
yeah, and lots of uses, and some will continue to work and some will not continue to work. Voicemail broadcast is so much better than sending Skype spam, you know, because you're sending them an audio and they're not going to
yeah, that makes sense. Can you hear me okay?
in I'm calling all people who know leaders finally become the leader. You need to fix that so that there's a space between leader and your YouTube channel, your YouTube URL. So yeah, you can send a voicemail broadcast to your contacts and get better results than if you were just to invite them to whatever it is, you know, and you in the voicemail you can just say, look at the link next to my picture if you're interested in becoming a leader, for example.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah, so the voicemail broadcast feature of Message Magic you should take full advantage of while you can. And how you
Right.
learn how to do all of these things is at seeyouonskype.com. I guess I
Hmm.
can bring that up. And that's my membership site. Let me go get See You on Skype. Be the hunted. It's much better to be the hunted and have lots of people.
Oh, absolutely. Totally agree with that.
Whoa, you guys are still here.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. What's happening?
That took a long time to connect.
Oh,
So
I know.
I know it's getting late. We all need to move on. So yeah, this is my site. It's conyouonskype.com, and there is an old video here. It says 3 ways Message Magic builds your Skype list, and it's about the advanced lessons in the Message Magic 10-day challenge that no one ever gets to. So that's fine if you just want to take day 1 and 2 and build a huge database of Skype user profiles in the millions. But eventually I want you to do day 8, which is what the video. It's a short 4-minute video. Anyways, you click to join and you take the Message Magic 10-day challenge to build the database. I will be revamping that, and it will be a lot more expensive after I do. A lot more expensive. I'll be raising the price by hundreds of dollars. Anyway, so yeah, that's C1 Skype. It's in my Skype profile. If you're a contact of mine, you can just right-click on my name and view my profile, and you see that. You also see the Skype chat directory, which you should join. Not just register, but go to create and create a free people listing so that people will find you on Skype. That's basically it. I hope that answered your questions, Andy.
Yeah. It's a bit late now, so I'll come back to stuff, and in fact, you've recorded this, so I can probably play it and have a listen.
Yeah, I did it really fast, so you can just listen to it again.
Not a problem, because I'm always looking at so much stuff left, right, and centre, being an IT trainer and everything.
Oh, very good. Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know
so I can pick
Coriat?
Sorry?
You know Diane Coriat in the UK?
No.
Oh, wow. She's a great internet marketer.
Okay.
And she's really amazing. For some reason, maybe it's just the accent and the color of your skin. But, forgive me for that. Yeah, it's you just reminded me of her. It's great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's wonderful. There was one thing I wanted to mention. People are wanting to know what's my new list building idea this week. So I've encouraged people to click on the link in my Skype mood message so that you can land here and see the different lists I've added. I just created a new residual income ideas with Julie, and that is to demonstrate what you guys can be doing. If you're going to get a first message, this is for people who you've built a relationship with. They are subscribing to your list because they want to know your residual income ideas. And so this is just a demonstration. The first message goes out, invites you to some little $10 program. It's just an example. It's a low ticket item, low cost program, and then the next one will be my Gold Leaf team, which is a real thing. But you'll get to see, and that's a higher ticket item and investing in gold. And so you'll get to see how building Skype lists with SkySponder works. So that's what I want to show people this week is a new list building idea using Skype to build a list. And I've been producing content so fast that I never even told anybody about how to get Sniper and other Skype tools for free. I'm afraid if I click that, we'll lose the connection again, so I better not. But yeah, and this is probably my favorite room, this Google one here. Google Hangout Skype trainings. When I feel like doing something publicly and while I'm coaching somebody privately, you guys get invited, and if you can't make it, they're on YouTube. You might want to know that they're there. So by joining this Skype room here, you get to not only network G+, so other people find you on Google, and you circle them, and they circle you, and you get to network, but you get invited to my free trainings while I'm still insane and giving them for free. So anyway, that was not so much for you, Sandy, but to answer some other people's questions who asked me, what's your list building, your new list building idea this week? So So if you haven't joined my Google Room, if you haven't seen my How to Get Free Skype Tools and Sniper, which will continue to work when Skype stops supporting the API next month, and if you haven't seen my brand new one, Residual Income Ideas with Julie, it's a demonstration of what a lot of people who are my Skype contacts and are using Skype tools and want to build Skype lists and want to network more on Skype can do. It's a demonstration of what you can do to build residual income with your contacts, this first one, or this new one, Residual Income Ideas with Julie. So those are my new list building ideas, is to build a list in Skype because Skype gets delivered, whereas email doesn't. And with SkySponder, it will work after the Skype desktop API changes that Microsoft is doing next month.
Okay.
So that's a summary. And this one with all the Skype versions here, there's in this picture you can see a green background with Skype 5.5, 5.3, 4.1, 3.8, and current Skype. This one is actually... Huh?
You can't see your desktop at all, but...
Oh, I can't believe it. I did it
yeah,
again.
no, I had that last week as well, and another colleague had the same problem, and somebody else had it, so it's not you.
Oh, boy. I've been showing all this stuff, and you haven't seen it.
Yeah,
okay,
don't worry.
Here's the new list building idea that a lot of you could be using to build a list and to be the chase, to have people segment themselves into different Skype lists and Skype rooms based on their interests in what you have to offer. So this is the Residual Income Ideas with Julie. Just one more time for a visual. This is a list I kept secret, how to get different Skype tools like Sniper that are still going to work, including Message Magic free trials and all the discounts out there, what's free for SkySponder, the free trials, and there's the Google Hangout room. And then this one, as I was saying, is just with all the different Skype versions, 5.5, 5.3, 4.1, 3.8, etc. That's just to get, whenever I create a new list here on my Skype list page, my Skype Publishers page, it will let you, this list will let you know what I've created new. So I've put my Google Hangouts and my residual income and my how to get Sniper for free, and to people who want to know what else I'm adding here. So you get the follow-up without me having to manage 3,000 Skype contacts of mine.
Yeah, okay.
Now you have the same problems. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and be the chased on Skype. And there's my new Skype picture where I'm the Skype Whisperer. Nobody's called me that yet, the Skype Whisperer. I whisper Skype secrets. I'm whispering
Okay.
I'm trying to pick a better picture, and I keep changing it here. So I'm whispering Skype secrets. Anyway, thanks both of you for coming. I'm going to go ahead and end the broadcast unless you have a specific question related to what I've talked about.
No, absolutely fine. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate your time. I know it's valuable, and thank you. And I've got the pages, the Skype chat net pages that you have, so I'll bookmark those and I'll read those tomorrow.
Right. Okay.
God bless you, and thank you so much.
You're very, very welcome. And I think I was again sharing the wrong screen. I can't believe it. Anyway.
No, it's not you. It's Google Hangout. We've had. I mean, I'm an IT trainer. I'm used to software. I can look at anything. We have the same problem. We've been